Alright, what is up boys? It is the Ultimate Chicken Man here, and today, as you can see, we got some Black Ops 4 gameplay. This is actually the first video I've posted. You'll probably already know that. If you're watching this video, you probably see my last video, which was World War 2. But yeah, I won't be posting any more World War 2 videos because Black Ops 4 is obviously out now, and that's probably most of what I'm going to be posting. So in this gameplay, before I get started, I'm talking about my thoughts on Black Ops 4 so far. Because right now, as I'm recording this, I'm Prestige 1, level 29, I believe. So I've played it a decent amount, so I do have a good idea of the game overall. Anyway, so the class I'm using the Specialist first of all, as you can see, is the Nomad, which has the mesh mines and the little attack doggy. I can't, bro, I wish you could get the attack dogs from Black Ops 1 as an actual score streak, but I mean, I'll take one dog. One dog is better than none, which is what all the other CODs had, apart from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, obviously, I believe. Anyway, so yeah, I'm using the Nomad Specialist. The gun I'm using is the saug, which is, I would say, the best SMG, but definitely not the best gun in the game because the ARs right now are crazy, which I'll get back to later. I'm sure they'll change that. But anyway, yeah, I'm using the saug SMG with an ELO sight, fast mags, grip, and stock, I believe. And then perks, I'm using Scavenger, Lightweight, and Ghost. And I'm sure you can see in the minimap I'm using the acoustic sensor. I know it's kind of a cheap thing to use. It's probably a lot of you don't really use that, but I don't know, I was kind of testing everything out and I used this and it seems kind of OP to me, but I don't know. Like, it was good as shit, so I was like, I mean, I'll take it, bro, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's pretty much my class. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. Everything else is pretty normal. I don't run a pistol because I just think it's a waste of a slot, especially when it's the Pick 10 system. Now, let's talk about my thoughts on Black Ops 4. I probably won't be talking for all of this gameplay because I think it's like 10 or 11 minutes or something. But yeah, if I finish early, I'll just leave you with the rest of the gameplay. I forgot to even say, I go 110 to 7, I believe, in this game. And I know that it's EKIA in Black Ops 4. If you don't know what that means, it means they don't actually show your kills. Like people will refer to it as kills and deaths because there's no actual like thing showing kills. It does show deaths, but the kills, they refer to it in this game as EKIA, I think, which is like it's your kills and it also adds your assists, which assists count as kills in this game. So it's kind of like you get your kills plus the assists, which count as kills. It's kind of weird. Not really sure why they did it, but I mean, it's in the game, so it's whatever. So yeah, now let me get on to Black Ops 4. So the maps overall in this game, in this game specifically, I mean, I'm playing on Morocco, which is, when I first played it, I hated it. I actually hated this. I thought it was one of the worst COD maps I've ever played. But I mean, I can't really say I dislike it now that I got freaking 110 kills in quotation marks and 7 deaths. So I mean, I'll say it's a decent map now. I still won't say it's the best map or the worst map, but it's a decent map. I'm kind of sick as well. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but my nose is kind of a little bit blocked. But yeah, so it's a decent map, not the best, not the worst, which is kind of the vibe I'm getting from a lot of the maps in this game. Like, some are decent. I mean, some are like alright, some are good. There's not, at least there's not really any. I mean, I was gonna say there's not really any really bad maps, but Icebreaker is the worst map I've ever seen in my entire life. I'd rather play Gustav Cannon than Icebreaker. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but you know what I'm saying. It's just a bad map. I don't know what it looks cool, but it's a bad map. So yeah, maps overall, I'll say they're decent. They're not bad. They're not good, really. Obviously, the Black Ops 1 maps are all good because they pick like the best maps from the game, so they already knew it was going to be good. So that's pretty much the maps. I don't really have anything else to say about that. Now let's move on to the guns. The guns, I don't know how Treyarch does it, but compared to World War 2, the guns just feel so much better. It kind of gives you like it just gives you the feeling of more of a reward than World War 2 guns did. And as you can see right now, I'm using the gunship streak. I think this was like 2 games after I first unlocked it. No, it was the first game, because you'll see in the medals pop up at the top of the screen saying get your first 5 kills with the gunship. So yeah, this is the first game that I used the gunship. I was still trying to learn how to use it. You'll probably be able to see like the confusion in the gameplay as I'm trying to figure out how to switch cycle between the weapons. But yeah, this streak is really good. I think they did it pretty much perfectly. It's not too overpowered, it's not too underpowered for how much it costs to get, I guess. Anyway, let's get back to the guns. So yeah, the guns in this game all feel really good. There's not really any kind of go-to gun, I wouldn't say, but as of making this video, as of the time of making this video right now, I'd say the ICR is probably the best gun in the game. The ICR, the Vapor. But one thing's for sure, the freaking ARs are definitely more dominant than the SMGs in this game, which which I don't really like as a subby player. But I mean, the saug is like, it's a viable gun. It's just the ARs, like, objectively the ARs are just better overall. Like, there's no really way to argue against that, and I'm sure Treyarch will do something about it. I'm just hoping that instead of nerfing the ARs, I just kind of hope that they just buff the SMGs to make everything kind of at that level, instead of dulling everything down to make them all just bad. So yeah, that's pretty much the guns. My favorite gun in the game would still be the saug, just because I just like SMGs better, even though I acknowledge that it's not better than the ARs. I just like it better. It just feels, it's more mobile and just easier to use for me, because I've just been so used to playing with a subby. If I had to pick an AR, I would definitely go with the ICR or the Vapor. I haven't used the Maddox yet. I mean, I used it in the beta, but I'm not sure if they've really changed it. But yeah, everyone's been talking about the ICR, so I assume that Maddox wouldn't be that good if no one's really talking about it. Next up is the streaks, as I'm using one right here. What's this, 3-piece? No, 2. Yeah, the streaks they did a pretty decent job of. Like, I'm not really gonna complain about anything, but I do kind of wish they would buff some streaks a little bit more, because I don't know, I feel like some streaks you're not really. I just feel like if you're gonna get 10 kills to get a streak, you should probably get 10 kills out of that streak. Like in Black Ops 1, I think it was 11 kills to get attack dogs, and those dogs would probably get you around 10 kills on average. So I thought that was perfect. But in this game, it's kind of like you get what, like 8 kills to get a what's it called, the Hellstorm missile, and those can get you usually like 3-4 kills, which is decent. But I kind of wish they would, I don't know, just maybe lower the score on it a little bit more, so that you can kind of get the same amount of kills as it costs to get the score streak itself. But yeah, it's not a big deal. I think they did the score streaks pretty well overall. Definitely better than World War II. Like, World War II just never got the score streaks right till the very end. Next up is the 5v5. So if you don't know, if you don't have the game, or if you just haven't heard, if you've been living under Patrick's rock from SpongeBob, then they changed the competitive and the public matches to a 5v5 a 5v5 kind of situation, which is, it was so weird. It was actually pretty surprising for me to hear that at first, because if you follow the pro scene at all, then you know that it's been 4v4 since the very beginning. So for them to come out of nowhere pretty much and change both, not only competitive but the public matches as well, and they kind of explain that by saying they're trying to bring the two communities together, which is, it is understandable. Like they said, it's like one community overall is better than like a competitive community and a public match community, which is, it's understandable. They're trying to make the scene they're just trying to do whatever they can to help COD grow, get back to where it was. So it is kind of weird, because if you hear that it's going to be 5v5, like one less player in pubs, most people would think that it's going to be a lot slower paced. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. At first, I was thinking maybe the map sizes are smaller than it looks, or something like that. I don't think it's that, though. I don't know what it is. But look at this doggy. No, get away, doggy. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't think it's the map sizes, but the pace of this game is just so much faster than World War II was. And even though World War II had 6 people, and the maps were like medium size, small size, Black Ops 4 is just so much more fast paced. You can't really, like, there's no real breaks in the game. If you get in the game, it's just kind of one thing after another, and you see that in this gameplay. It's just one thing after another. Nice little triple kill right there. And yeah, your hands will be hurting after the game, which is, I mean, I kind of like that because it's just, I like things happening fast, quick, and not really just chilling. Like these spawns, I don't know about the spawns, okay? The spawns they're spawning. You'll see in this next like 30 seconds, they're all just spawning all around me as like I'm in their spawn right here. And domination especially, the spawns just do not flip. Like you can literally, I'm inside the spawn right now, and it's not. What's this? I think it's right here. They spawn right behind me, and bang, 3 of them. Like I'm not sure if that's like if they're gonna keep it like that or what, or if there's anything they can do about that. But it's definitely a bit weird. I know that hardpoint and TDM and all that, it does flip a lot more often, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. So it's kind of just domination that has it like that. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal, I wouldn't say. Another thing, it's been pretty crazy to see Black Ops 4 at the top of the Twitch viewer list, because obviously Fortnite's just been dominating for months and months with like hundreds of thousands of viewers at the top of the list every time you check. And then Black Ops 4 has now come out, and pretty sure it's been top of the list for every day that it's been out, which is just good to see for the COD community. I think this is probably one of its highest peaks since like the Black Ops 2 days or around there. But yeah, my opinion on the game overall is it's definitely better than World War 2. I'll tell you that much. And it's obviously the start of the game. It's the first 2 or 3 days, so it's obviously got a lot more improving to do. And I think everyone trusts Treyarch more than Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer to create a good COD. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. I did end up actually pretty much talking for the whole duration of the game. I think there's another gunship coming up, a bit more gunship gameplay coming up later on in the video. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, sub to the channel, share with your friends, all that stuff, you already know. And I will see you all later. Peace out.
Gunship awaiting orders. Hostile forces have neutralized your K9 unit.
Securing A.
Nomad authorizing gunship deployed.
We're winning this. You make this look easy. TACOM, recon requesting attack chopper CAS.